Hey, James from WTB. I want to show you how easy it is to fix a tubeless puncture with the TCS Rocket Tyre Plug Kit. Before we start, here's a quick look at the 7 parts that make up the Rocket tool. Firstly, you've got the Rocket anchors. These are the small reusable tips that help guide the plug through the puncture and then firmly lock it in place. Then you've got the plugs. These thin and tacky strips of rubber, once combined with the anchors, will create an extremely dependable tubeless repair. Next, there's the Rocket launcher. This helps push the plug-loaded anchors into the tyre and can be lengthened or shortened to suit your needs. The main body of the Rocket not only acts as a handle when plugging the tyre, but it also provides ample internal storage for the plugs and anchors too. The cap is there to cover the Rocket launcher when the tool is packed away, but also fits over the storage area to provide an ergonomic platform to push against when the extra hand tool is in use. The extra hand tool is there to take the pressure off and temporarily stop the leak while you're preparing the anchors and plugs, and the refill kits will help make sure you're always prepared. Here's how it works. So, you're rolling along and you hear the hissing sound. Slow down, pull over, locate the puncture, let's get it fixed. It's always good to preserve any air that's still in the tyre, so the first thing you want to do is grab your Rocket tool and pull off the small cap that houses the extra hand. Push the pointy end into the puncture until you hear the leak stop. Rotating clockwise as you push can help make that a little bit easier. Now it's time to prepare the tool. There are 2 sizes of anchors to choose from. The large anchors take up to 4 plugs and the small anchors take up to 2. The bigger the hole in the tyre, the more plugs you'll want in there. Feed the chosen amount of plugs through your chosen anchor. Now remove the larger cap from the Rocket tool and pop it on the end where the extra hand tool came from. This will give you a nice grip and a comfortable surface to push against when plugging the tyre. Under the cap you'll find the Rocket launcher. This can be easily adjusted to best suit the type of tyre you're repairing by winding it into or out of the main body. If you pop an unloaded Rocket anchor on the end, it'll give you a solid grip when adjusting the launcher. For chunky MTB treads or tyres with a larger volume, it's best to have the launcher extended, but for smoother treads or tyres with small volume cases, it's best to shorten it. By optimizing the launcher's length, you'll minimize the risk of pushing the anchor too far and damaging the tubeless tape. Once you've set the required length, simply take your loaded anchor and pop it on the launcher. It's not necessary, but I like to fold the plug tails back like this. Now you're ready to fix the flat. Line up the tip of the loaded anchor next to the extra hand, pull the extra hand out with one hand and push the anchor and plug into the hole with the other. Once the anchor has disappeared through the puncture and into the tyre, pull the Rocket tool back out to leave only the tails of the plug visible. Give the tails a little tug to lock the anchor in place, spin the wheel to spread the sealant and you're good to go. Check your tyre pressure, adjust if needed and get back on the trails. You may be wondering, what if you don't use enough plugs and air is still leaking out? Not a problem, simply load a second anchor and push that in there too. What if you've got your refill pack with you but you forgot your Rocket tool? That's not an issue either. You can push the small anchors through the tyre with a 2mm hex and the large anchors with a 2 or a 3mm hex. What if I'm done with my tyre and I'm ready to fit a new one? Shall I take the anchors out? Absolutely. You can reuse the anchors as many times as you like, so make sure to reclaim them when you remove the tyre from your bike. It's good to note too that well-used anchors may get a little sticky, so the extra hand tool can also assist in removing them from the storage sleeves if needed. And finally, can I carry the tool preloaded to help speed up tubeless repairs? Yep, we call that ready to launch. You can preload the Rocket tool with up to 4 plugs before you even leave the house. So if you do get a flat, you're ready to pull the cap and stop the leak right away. Simply adjust the launcher so that the indicator line is level with the main body. Load the anchor with the plug tails tucked into these holes, then pop the cap back on. The indicator line ensures the launcher sits at the perfect height to keep everything in place until you need it. Do you have any questions? Let us know in the comments below and we'll be sure to answer them. For now, we hope this helps and see you on the next video.